Hey guys, it's Jess. I'm here today with a little review for something I got from Influenster. I received the new Elvive or Elvive. I think I heard in the commercial it says Elvive, but personally I would pronounce this Elvive. I received this L'Oreal Paris Elvive Color Vibrancy Repair and Protect Balm. It comes with a little card like this. I will turn it around so you can see the ingredients. And this is what the label says there. It's supposed to be a antioxidant, UV, and ceramide protecting balm. Before we get to the whole review and everything, I have been using this for a few weeks, and a friend of mine, we are doing this video as a collab together. She received the BzzAgent Hydrating Argan Hair Mask. Sorry. I couldn't remember what it was, so I kept on messaging her to tell me what it was. So it's this. So if you're interested in other conditioning masks that aren't necessarily for color treated hair and you just want something with a little hydration and you want to see a good review on that, go ahead and check her out. Her name is Tiffany Rose, if I haven't mentioned that yet. I will leave a link to her channel down below. I also wanted to give a shout out to a subscriber that reached out to me. They are part of a group on Instagram, and I'll link that down below. Their name is Andy, and they reached out to me and they sent me a couple, DMs, and they wanted me to shout out a group for trichotillomania. If you don't know what that is, you can always Google it, or like I said, you can join this group. If I'm not mistaken, it is a support group from what I saw when I looked at it. But yeah, I'll leave the link to that group down below. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go hop in the shower. I should probably show you real quick what it looks like. Yeah, it's literally looks like cake frosting, and it also has the consistency of that. It's super thick, so to me personally, when you see a super thick conditioner, it usually means that it's going to be pretty good. The smell, I always address that, and I don't know why I'm forgetting now, but it's very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of floral, but there's also kind of like this underlying scent of like wax, like not necessarily like silicone, like I don't know what it is, but I can always smell when there's silicones in here. Not to mention there is silicone in here because it's supposed to like protect from UV damage and stuff like that. But it smells very waxy and very like perfumey, and actually the fragrance is like, it's literally like right here, like towards the top of the list, and it's pretty much like 8th on there. So it does have a lot of fragrance, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, I wouldn't continue using it. Like I said, I have been testing it out. As you can tell, I've used it twice. I used it once by itself, and then the second time, I decided to color my hair, and I don't even know if y'all can tell, but I went ahead and went blue-black. I used the L'Oreal Excellence High Color, and with black, you usually don't need a high volume developer. Usually a 10 volume developer will cut it. Well, I couldn't find my 10 volume at the time, so I used 30 and my hair did come out like, it was okay after I like shampooed and conditioned and everything, but it's kind of like, I wish you could hear it, but it's kind of like, it sounds crunchy. And it kind of, the ends feel crunchy. Like I probably should have trimmed my hair when I was done. But I really wanted a blue with like a really nice blue, like a black with like a really nice blue tone. So I used this. It is really, really deep, deep black. Like I probably haven't seen a box color that is as black as this. But there was almost no like blue tint. Like there was another one, I think it's like Clairol, and I think it's called Onyx Sheen. That one was really blue. But whenever I notice that my hair is kind of fading, I use this, and this is the Ion Color Brilliance Semi-Permanent Hair Color in Midnight Blue Black. I've actually used this, I want to say 2 or 3 times. I think I used it once, a little bit by itself, and then The other time I used it mixed in with this, because that's usually how I refresh my color, is I'll mix it with conditioner, and it, in the long haul, it saves me money on constantly buying semi-permanent hair dye, you know. So, but it worked. It did, you know, catch, and it did stain really well with this, and my hair did feel really soft, but I only wash my hair like every other day or every 2 days, which is why it's like super greasy right now, because it's been, I think I washed it like the day before yesterday, and it's just like, I've got really greasy roots, I get dandruff, but my ends and everything are always dry. Like I was saying like earlier, like it might look healthy to you guys because it's black. Black always, darker colors always look healthier than lighter colors. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go, since I haven't used this in a week or so, because you are supposed to use it once a week if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it says use 1 to 2 times per week to maintain the health of your color treated hair. So yeah, it's been about a week, and I'm gonna go ahead and go try it out, and I'll kind of try to let my hair air dry a bit. I really don't want to add anything else to my hair. Like I don't want to use heat protectant spray, things like that, because I feel like that would be cheating and probably helping the product as well. But we're gonna go to the bathroom, I'm gonna use this, and we will be right back. Okay, so I already shampooed my hair. If you're wondering what shampoo I use, normally I use this Garnier Whole Blends. Hopefully you guys can hear me with the water in the background. And I use the conditioner for it as well. I don't even know if you guys can see me. If you see me squinting, if you've been on my channel before, you know it's because I can't see like the mirror that I have in the back of the camera to know if I'm on screen. But anyways, so I have the thing here, the Loreal Elvive, sorry. And yes, there's a gross window back there. This house needs a lot of remodeling. We just can't afford it. So you're going to have to deal. But I wanted to show you guys how thick it is. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if my camera is fogging up. Oh no, I think it is. Okay. Ugh. Okay, sorry about that. I think the camera was fogging up because of the water. So I turned off the water, but I wanted to show you the mask, and I kind of stuck my hands in there all crazy. But it's super thick. Like, there's no, you're not going to worry about it dripping. Like if you decide that you're going to put in your hair and say like leave it for 10, 20, 30 minutes, you know, and then rinse it out, like you're not going to lose any of it. It's not going to be dripping. It's super thick. Like I said before, it does have a strong fragrance. I'm going to start putting it in my hair already, by the way. And that fragrance kind of stays with you for about 2-3 days max. It kind of reminds me of the smell of like hair color. Sorry if this looks so weird. So I just did like another chunk of it. It doesn't, like, I don't know if you can see this, but it doesn't spread very easily. That's the only issue I have with it. When I do add the hair dye to it, it helps a little bit, but like not a tremendous deal. So just make sure that you're like trying to get it through everything, and you're getting it through your ends, and you're just massaging it. If you have one of these combs, the wide tooth one, it helps me. Shit, like it does sometimes kind of pull some of my hairs out, and it's annoying because my hair is already like so thin. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this on for the rest of my bath. I still have everything else to do, like I said, other than washing my hair. And then I'm gonna let my hair dry. Try to let it air dry more than blow dry it, just so you guys can really get a view of like the texture that it gives my hair. So I will be right back. I went ahead and I did decide to blow dry my hair. I have never, this is the 3rd time. Before this, like I said, I've used it twice. I've never blow dried my hair after using it. So it was kind of new for me to find out, because I rarely ever use heat on my hair. I usually just always let my hair just air dry, period. I'm too lazy, and I feel like my hair usually, for some strange reason always looks nice anyways. So I don't bother really with like straighteners and blow dryers. I do have them like just as an in case, or like if I'm going out and I feel like I want to do my hair. But anyways, I felt like when I was blow drying it, usually my hair takes forever. Like I don't have a lot of hair, but my hair is very fine and it is very kind of dense. I don't know how to explain it. Like I have a lot of hair, but it's thin. Like it's really weird. I don't know. But I don't know if you guys can see it. I feel like it definitely looks a lot more vibrant, which is the whole, you know, claim of this, is that it's supposed to help, you know, protect and repair weak, over-processed hair. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I mentioned I wound up using a 30 volume with a black hair dye, which isn't, you know, it's not even necessary to use the 30 volume. And my hair, you know, like I told you, it was dry, it was crispy, I'm pretty sure the 30 volume was just a bit too much, especially, like I said, for black hair dye. I do think that the claim about the whole, you know, see a difference in one use, I do think it's true, but I attribute it mostly to the fact that, like, from looking at the ingredients in the packaging, I mean, you've got amodimethicone right away, that's a silicone. You've got candelilla wax, that's obviously a wax. You've got glycerin. Glycerin is an ingredient that pulls water into itself. So like it's in a lot of like makeup primers because it'll help keep your foundation like from not running off, but like fading off, because it helps it to stick. So it pulls water into itself, so it's gonna hold a lot of moisture into your hair. You've got a whole bunch of stuff that honestly I really don't know what it is, so I'm just telling you about the stuff that I do know. Hydrolyzed wheat protein, so you've got protein in it, so that's gonna make your hair feel a little bit better too, because over processed hair loses a lot of protein, particularly like I've gone platinum blonde before. You might not believe that, but those old pictures are on my Facebook. But yeah, maybe one day I'll show this to you guys. But I went like platinum blonde, and it was a really big thing to upkeep with it. I used, and I would save and save and save for the Joico K-Pop. I think it's like a deep conditioner, but it's got a lot of proteins, it's got a lot of moisturizer. It's a really, really good one, especially if you are constantly dyeing your hair. I hadn't been dyeing my hair until, and just that one process, like I said, with the 30 volume, kind of really screwed up my hair, at least to me, you know. Like I said, you guys may not have been able to tell because, I mean, my hair is black. Black tends to look, well, darker colors tend to look healthier than lighter colors. If, like I said before, if you're sensitive to fragrance, if you don't like silicones or waxes, things like that in your hair care, then I really wouldn't get this. Personally, I think it's great for colored hair, especially if you're on a budget. I do wish, and I always wish this with most things like this, I do wish that there was more of it. It's literally, I think it's like an 8-ounce jar or something like that. Yeah, it's 8.5 fluid ounces. Just because you have to use so much. This thing is so thick and so rich, it doesn't spread. Like I told you when I was in the shower, like it just doesn't spread through your hair. Like you're putting it on and it's literally like laying on your hair, you know, and you need to really like get it and massage it and like squeeze it through all the way to the ends, or just start at the end, period, because really and truly you're not supposed to put conditioner on the top of your head, but I do because my scalp is so just dry, and that's why it gets so oily, and I have really bad dandruff and stuff like that. So me personally, I do prefer to kind of carry my conditioner a little higher. The only reason I did it as high as I did it, you know, on my scalp really, was for the video, so you guys could really see like what it did for the hair. It does look really shiny. My hair doesn't feel, you know, weighed down. It does feel very smooth, but I contribute that to the wax. Like, it says to use 1 to 2 times a week. Honestly, unless you really feel that you need it that much, I would only use this once a week, maybe even 1.5 weeks, because I feel like that wax and that silicone are just gonna build up and build up. And unless you're always using like a clarifying shampoo, your hair is just gonna get really gunky, and eventually it's gonna weigh down, and it's just not gonna feel pretty. You know, you're gonna feel that there's like a residue in your hair. So I got this for free from Influenster. If you don't know what it is, it's an app and a website where you can get free stuff sent to you. It really does play a lot on your social medias. So if you are very heavy into social media and you're very into saying, hey, look, this is what I got, guys, why don't you try it? And you love telling your friends about stuff like that. Especially if you love referring your friends to things like this is definitely, you know, a site for you to check out. I will leave the link down below for my referral link so you guys can take a look at it. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.